For today's video, we're going to talk about direct variation and inverse variation. So direct variation and inverse variation. But let's concentrate first on direct variation. Okay, what does this mean? This means that if one entity goes up, the other entities also goes up. Okay, sabay silang tumataas at parehas din silang bumababa. Okay? And in statement, it will say that y varies directly as x. Okay? So if y varies directly as x, that means if the value of y goes up, the value of x also goes up. So in formula, we can have this: y is equal to k x. So you must remember this, where k is the constant of the variation. Okay? If y is equal to kx, therefore k is equal to y over x. Okay, so because we're going to divide both sides by x in order for you to get k. So y k is equal to y over x, or the constant is actually the ratio of y to x. Okay, we can also say that y is directly proportional to x, or y is proportional to x. Okay, so whichever statement is that, that means we are dealing with direct variation. We could also say x varies directly. So when you say x varies directly instead of y, so if x varies directly, as y, okay, so it would mean that x is equal to ky. So what happens to k? K therefore is equal to x over y. Okay? So if y varies directly as x, y is equal to kx, and k is equal to y over x. And when x varies directly as y, x is equal to ky, and k is equal to x over y. So in same way, when you say a varies directly as b, varies directly as b, so what's going to be the formula? Yes, you are right. A is equal to KB. And how about your K? What is your K here? Okay, very good. That's going to be A over B, or the ratio of A over B. In same way, when we say that B varies directly as A, so B is equal to K times A, and your K would be B over A. So it's as simple as that. Okay, let's have examples of in real life situation. What are those situations wherein if one goes up, the other also goes up? Okay, let's say for example the number of men working. the number, let n be the number of men. So this is for the work problem. And the given is the number of men. And the number of work done. Okay, so let W be the number of work done. So example lang nito, no? For example, sa isang nagtitinda ng turon. So, kung ang isa lang ang magbabalot ng turon, o let's sabihin natin dalawa. Okay? Sa dalawang nagbabalot ng turon, ah, palagay nyo ba mas maraming makakabalot ng turon kung isa lang ang magbabalot? Siyempre, 'di ba, mas maraming nagagawa. So, therefore, kung mas marami yung taong gumagawa, mas marami kayong nagagawang trabaho. Okay? So, that's one example of direct variation. So, we can say that n varies directly as W. So, yan yung magiging uh, formula mo. Okay, another example. Um, kapag ka nagta-travel ka, okay, sa isang oras, so we have the time and the distance. Now, let T be the time and D be the distance. Siyempre, kung iisipin mo, kung mas malayo yung distance, natural, yung time na gugugulin mo is mas mahaba. Diba? For example, ang distance is 1 kilometer. At makakarating ka within 1 kilometer ng 30 minutes, for example. Ngayon, pagka 2 kilometers na siya, natural, alam nga namang bumaba to, maging 15 minutes, no? 30 minutes na nga yung ginugol mo. Siyempre, mas mahaba. Nasa 2 kilometers ka na, madadagdagan yung time, no? So, this is also an example of direct variation. Pag tumataas yung isa, tumataas din yung isa. Okay, let's say, for example, this is a table of values. For example, ito yung X. Ito yung Y mo. Okay? Gawin na lang natin sunod-sunod yung X, no? Gawin natin 1, 2, 3 na lang siya. We have 1, 2, 3. Tapos yung sa Y is 2, 4, 6. Okay? Malalaman mong direct variation to is because habang tumataas yung value ng X, tumataas din yung value ng Y. Okay, so that's why masasabi nating direct variation sila. So this, pwede mong sabing X varies directly as Y. So we can have X is equal to KY. So your K therefore is equal to K over X. X over Y, sorry. Okay, ano yung X mo? 1. Ano yung Y mo? 2. So your K is 1/2. Okay. What will happen to X if your Y is 8, for example? So, since alam mo na that your K is 1/2, go back to this formula. So, we have X is equal to 1/2 times, sabi nga natin, kung ang Y mo is 8, di ba? Kung ang Y mo is 8, ganyan. Okay, so your X therefore is equal to 4. No? Yan yung magiging sagot niya. Anyway, let's have some more example. magbigay tayo ng example wherein para malaman ninyo kung paano kunin yung equation. Okay. Okay, let's say for example, y varies directly as x. Okay, so y varies directly as x. So, yan yung pinaka-main formula mo. Given y is equal to 24 and your x is 6, so what is your k? Okay? So, ano yung magiging k mo dito? Of course, ang k, kung y varies directly as x, ang magiging k mo dito is equal to y over x. So, divide mo lang yung y sa x. 24 divided by 6 is 4. So, your k here is 4. So, ano na yung magiging equation mo? Magiging equation mo na dito is actually y. So, just copy this one, except you have to substitute k as 4 is equal to 4x. Okay? So, yan na yung magiging equation. Let's have some more example. Oops, wait. Asan na ako? Ibahin naman natin. Pag sinabi namang x varies directly as y, so x is equal to k over y. Okay, so yan ganyan. And given that your x is 6 and your y is, let's say 2. Okay, so if x varies directly as y, yung magiging k mo dito therefore is equal to x over y. No? X over y na. Yung kanina, y over x kasi y is varies directly as x. Ngayon, x varies directly as y. Yung magiging k mo naman dito is x over y. Okay, so your k therefore is equal to 6 divided by 2 and that is 3. So what's going to be the equation? Just copy this one except for k. We have x is equal to, substitute now the value of k which is 3y. Yan na yung magiging equation niya. Okay? So, let's have some more example here. Gawa naman tayo ng mga eto. Okay. X varies directly as y. Okay, so alam nyo na yung ibig sabihin ng x varies directly as y, di ba? So, what if x is 10 and y is 2? Okay, since your x is 10 and your y is 2, and since x varies directly as y, that means your k is equal to x over y. Okay, and therefore your k is 5. And what's going to be the equation? X varies directly. So instead of putting k, you're going to put 5y. Okay. Paano naman if y varies directly as x? Pero, ang magiging given natin dito is kunyari this is 15. And your k is given also as 3. Uy, alam nyo na kagad ang magiging equation kasi given yung k, no? So, ang magiging equation yan, y varies directly. So, instead of putting k, we're going to put 3x. But we have to look for x. Okay, so, if your k is 3, So, y is varies directly as x, okay, x, diba? So, it's already given that your y is 15. So, simply substitute equal to, your k is 3, also given. And we are looking for x. So, we have to divide both sides by 3. By 3 to cancel this out because 3 over 3 is equal to 1. So, what's left? X is equal to 5. So, therefore, sorry. Are we looking for x? Yeah. This is x, right? Okay. So, x is equal to 5. Okay, so let's have some more problem solving here. This time, yung related sa uh, real life situation. Yung mga simple lang muna. Okay? If y, ito muna yung sa basic muna tayo, no? If y varies directly as x and y is equal to 20 and y is equal to 20 when x is equal to 5. Now the question is, what is y? What is y when x is equal to 7? Okay. So, ang hinahanap natin dito, yung value ng y when x is equal to 7. Ang isipin nyo, Ma'am, bakit merong dalawang x at merong dalawang y? So, yung unang gagawin nyo dito, syempre lagay nyo yung given, ano? Yung y, so let's find the given. Y is equal to 20. Your x is equal to 5. And what is the situation? The situation is y varies directly, so that means y is equal to kx. So, that means you have to look for k first, no? Dito sa mga given natin. So, k therefore, kapag ganito ang ating formula, k is equal to y over x. And this is equal to 20 over 5, which is equal to 4. Now, ang pinapahanap sa atin is find y when x is equal to 7. Okay, when x is equal to 7. Okay, we already know from the problem that y varies directly as x. So just simply substitute. You're looking for y, so y pa rin yan. And you already know that your k is 4. So substitute 4 here. And your x is 7. So y therefore is equal to 28. Okay? So, yan yung magiging sagot mo. Now, pwedeng ganyan, pero meron din akong solution na ganyan, ano. Kung hindi naman given yung k at ang given is yung sinasabi nga ninyo, ma'am, dalawang y, dalawang x. Dilagyan mo ng sub to. We have y sub 1 over and x sub 1. At ang meron tayong y sub 2 and x sub 2. Okay, yung x sub 2 mo will be this one. Yung x sub 1 mo would be equal to 5. And y sub 1 is 20. Okay, so ang hinahanap natin, itong x sub 2 given, 7. Okay, bakit ko pinalalagyan na lang ng sub, no? Para, since alam mo that k is equal to y over x, so it means, proportional sila, it means yung y sub 1 mo over your x sub 1 is equal to your y sub 2 over your x sub 2. Okay, so just simply substitute it here. Y sub 1 is 20. Your x sub 1 is 5. Y sub 2, yun yung hinahanap. And your x sub 2 is 7. Okay, so cross multiply. We are looking for y. Cross multiply mo to. We have 20 times 7 over 5. Huwag mo na ilipat yung 5 kasi yung y sub 2 lang naman ang nahanap natin. Okay, so 20 over 5 is 4, so you can simply cancel this one. We have 4 here. 4 times 7 is 28. Okay, so parehas lang yung answer. Okay po? Okay, so let's have another example. Problem solving then. Usually, yung mga yung may example, sinasabi naman kung varies directly o hindi. Kung hindi man, i-analyze nyo na lang. Katulad nung yung sa distance saka yung time. Alam mo that the distance varies directly as the time. So, hindi na kailangang sabihin pa dun sa problem. Kasi some problem solving, hindi na binabanggit yon. But anyway, for example, the taxi fare varies directly as the distance. Diba kapag sumasakay ka ng taxi, kung mas malayo yung pupuntahan mo, mas malaki yung babayaran mo. So, yung taxi fare mo varies directly as the distance. So, yung fare varies directly. So, we have k, palaging may k, as the distance. No? Kung mas mahaba, or we can say that the distance varies directly as the fare. Pwede din kung mas malayo yung pupuntahan mo, pwede din naman, papakita ko sa inyo kung bakit parehas din makukuha. Ginawa muna nating f varies directly, or your fare varies directly the distance. Gawin din natin siyang distance varies directly as the taxi fare. Okay. When the distance traveled, so given. When the distance traveled is 40 kilometer. The fare or the amount paid is 100 pesos. So we have here 100 pesos. Okay, so tatanungin sa inyo, how much fare? Okay? How much fare the taxi, magkano ang babayaran mo? Kung ang distance na travel mo is 120. So, we can say this is distance 1, fare 1. And given also the distance 2, which is 120. Okay, so ganyan. Ang hinahanap natin, magkano babayaran mo? So, that is fare 2. Ito hinahanap natin. We all know that the distance varies directly. Kung sinabi nating distance varies directly as the fare, so your k therefore is equal to distance 1 over the fare 1, which is also equal to a distance 2 over the fare 2. Okay, let's try to substitute now. Your distance 1 is 40. And ang binayaran mo is 100 pesos. Equal to yung distance na 120. magkano naman ngayon ang babayaran mo kung 120 yung distance na travel nyo. So, cross multiply, we have 40 f sub 2, ito, equal to, cross multiply mo rin to, 100 times 120. Okay? So, what is the fare? In order to get the fare, you have to divide both sides by 40. By 40. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo, hindi ko pa minumultiply to, no? Kasi mas madaling mag-cancel out kapag ganito. We can cancel out 120 tsaka 40 because 120 divided by 40 is 3. Okay, so cancel natin yan. Gawin na natin 3. So, yung fare, therefore, is 3 times 100. So, it's 300 pesos. Mahal, no? So, babayaran mo 300 pesos. Now, kung baguhin naman natin, the fare varies directly as the distance. Okay? The fare varies directly as the distance. So, same situation din, ano? Yung K mo, therefore, is equal to F sub 1 over T sub 1. Kanina, D sub 1 over F sub 1, ano? And then, equal to yung fare na F sub 2 and D sub 2. Okay, so let's try to substitute. Ang fare ng F sub 1 mo is 100. Ang distance is 40. Ngayon, magkano babayaran mo? Kung ang distance naman is 120. Okay, so cross-multiply mo na lang to. No, hindi mo na kailangan i-cross multiply to kasi f sub 2 lang naman hinahanap natin. So, matitira dito f sub 2 na lang. Equal to 100 times 120 divided by 40. Parehas lang, di ba? So, cancel out natin to, gawin natin itong 3. And 3 times 100 is 300 pesos. Okay po? So, ang pagkakaiba lang is yung magiging K. If yung K mo dito, if the distance varies directly as fare, yung magiging K mo dito would be, yung distance 1 mo is 40. Ang F sub 1 mo is 100. So, in lowest term, this is 4 over 10, 2 over 5. So, yung K mo dito is 2 over 5. Okay? Kapag ka sinabi nating distance varies directly as F. Dito naman, ang magiging K, F over D sub 1. Yung F mo is 100. Ang D sub 1 mo is 40. So, yung K mo dito, if ang F varies directly as D, ang K mo dito would be 5 over 2. Okay, so magiging equation mo, kung ito yung ginamit mo, yung fare varies directly as the distance. So, F is equal to, yung K mo is 5 over 2. So, that's 5 over 2 D. No, yun yung magiging equation mo. Kung ito yung ginamit mo, F varies directly as T. Pagka naman yung D varies directly as F, since yung magiging K mo dito is 2 over 5, ang magiging equation mo, okay, would be D is equal to 2 over 5 F. Okay, so depende yun sa statement mo. No, yung magiging equation mo. Okay, let's have another one here. Oops. Wala na yata ang blackboard. Okay, dito tayo sa baba nito. The income from sales varies directly as the number of items sold. Okay, so let S be the sales. Gawa muna tayo ng representation. I want to represent S as the sales. At yung number of items, so let's say, sabihin na lang natin N, is the number of items sold. Number of items sold. No? Siyempre, varies directly. Kapag mas marami kang nabebenta, mas marami kang pera, maraming nababayad sa'yo, no? Alam nga namang marami kang nabenta tapos konti lang yung nabayad sa'yo. Baka nalugi ka na, no? So, it says here, pwede mong sabihin S varies directly. So, what's the situation? Anong situation mo? S varies directly. So, S is equal to as to the number of items sold. Okay, so yan yung pinaka-leading equation mo. Now, what was the given? Okay, kung for example, you're given mo, ang given, ang S mo, o yung perang natanggap mong binayad is 5,500. Okay, tapos yung N mo is 110. Ngayon, magkano kaya ang magiging income mo from sales when the number of items sold is 500? So, pwede natin itong gawing S sub 1, N sub 1. Okay, so we have also S sub 2 and N sub 2. Okay. Ang hinahanap natin, etong S. Ilan ang magiging income mo kung ang number ng items na nabenta is 500. Siyempre, dapat mas mataas sa 5,500, di ba? Kasi yung N dito mas mataas kaysa sa N sub 1. So, we are looking for this. Okay, so since this is a direct variation, since we said S is equal to Kn, K therefore is equal to S over N. And therefore, we can say that S sub 1 over N sub 1 is equal to S sub 2 over N sub 2. Okay, so just simply substitute. This is 5,500. Okay, burahin na natin to. Dahil kulang na ako ng space. So, gawin natin 5,500 to. And then, yung N mo, gawin natin 110. N sub 1 is 110. N sub 2 is also given, which is 500. So, instead of N sub 2, lagay natin 500. Okay, cross-multiply. Cross-multiply lang dahil S sub 2 naman ay nahanap. Cross-multiply mo lang dyan. So, S sub 2 is equal to 5,500 hindi ko maano times 500 over 110. Okay, so cancel natin to. 55 over 11 is 5. So, this is 50 times 500. So, S sub 2 therefore is 25,000. Wow, laki ha. Okay, so ganun lang. Okay, so that's for the direct variation. Okay, so for the next video, I'm going to talk about inverse variation. Okay, so this video purely discuss about direct variation. So for the next video, we have inverse variation.